Hi there, so today's video is an unboxing. What's in the box? Excited. It's from Jules at Resin Jules and Helena at Resin Supplies. We bought this kit. It's not something that they've given to us. We're not sponsored by them, but we love their kits, so we thought we'd do an unboxing for you. We've done a few in the past. Don't forget, check out our playlist and you'll see what's available. Look at this. Oh my goodness me. Now, I haven't suddenly got three hands. That is Wayne's hand in the top right hand corner, just holding the box open. But look at this beautiful piece of artwork. Starry night sky. Lovely. Really, really nice. As usual, everything came through really promptly within a couple of days of ordering. Obviously, that depends where you are in the UK. So here are their business cards. There's the lovely Jules from Resin Jules and Helena from Resin Supplies. Now, we did order this kit. We also had another order, which I'm going to show you now. Look at these. Now, this is from Resin Jules. They are her Resin Jules specialist sparkle pigments called Third Rock. So if you go onto her website, you'll be able to find these for sale. Now, we did make all these purchases. We were not gifted them by them to promote their stuff, but because we like their things so much, we tend to do an unboxing whenever we treat ourselves and buy ourselves something nice. So as I said, all their socials, connections, links and everything will be in the description box down below. So check that out, and why not head on over, visit their websites, follow them on Instagram, and you'll be able to see everything that they have available. They do some really fun lives as well, where they do things with kits and scoops. Oh my god, scoops recently happened too. So exciting, such fun. Anyway, back to this box. Look at all of this. Lots and lots of goodies. So without further ado, here we go. So I'm using this lovely tissue paper that it was all packed in, and this is called the Celestial Moon Kit. So I'm using the tissue paper, as I said, as my backdrop. So, you know, always good to do. Look at that. Lovely. Oh, and with the aid of my trusty miniature spoon, which looks like the shape is in the shape of a lovely little spade and a stir stick. These spades are available on Jules's website. First up, we've got this. Now, this looks like it might be a colour shift mica powder. So, as usual, trying to open this with gloves on is usually quite interesting. Oh, that wasn't too difficult this time. So it looks like there's not a lot in here, but there is, because trust me, a little of this goes a very long way. Look at that. Oh, can you see the colour shift? So it looks white, and then in other lights, it looks almost like the same colour as my gloves I'm wearing. So this is why I'm wearing the gloves, showing you this kit unboxing, is so that if I get mica powder on myself, it goes on my gloves and not on my skin. Most people aren't allergic to mica powder, but I've got ultra sensitive skin, so I wear the gloves. So that was that beautiful colour shift powder, and here we go. Oh my gosh, look at the holographic packaging. Everything's got these lovely little stickers on it as well, nice on brand stickers for this kit. This looks like, I want to call it like moon dust grey colour. I don't think it's called that, but this is what this reminds me of, sort of moon dust grey. And look at that, that's got quite the sheen to it as well. Very much almost a colour shift. Almost looks sort of white and then going through to sort of grey and silver. Beautiful. That combined with the white one that we saw, the colour shift one, the white and blue, look absolutely stunning together. So that's those two. So those are mica powders, or maybe pigments, I suppose you could call them. Look at this. This is a good sized, lovely little pot full of, and I think this again is like a cross between a very, very fine glitter and mica. Now, everything comes with one of these safety seals on it, these little tubs, which is really good for me because I tend to get it everywhere. We have tried opening it a little bit, and I'm just putting a little bit of that on my gloves. Can you see? Look at that. Look at how that sheen works. So do you see what I mean about it's an ultra fine glitter, but almost a mica powder? So there we go. So of course you could brush this onto a mould. You could add it into resin. But oh, and then a little spillet everywhere like I've just done. But we're just going to take this safety seal off eventually and show you what it looks like actually in the pot. That's the underside of the safety seal. Now look at that. Of course, I wish then I hadn't touched it with my fingers, my gloved hand, but look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Now also we have this. There's this lovely little sealed pouch. I think this is a chrome, I want to call it a chrome effect powder. And it comes with its own foam, double-ended foam applicator. Here we go. So just taking that out of its little plastic pouch. So here we are, we've got a double-ended foam applicator pad, the sort of thing that people used to use to put it on eyeshadow with. So of course you can use that, or you can use what I would probably use, which would be a brush. Just a dry bristled paintbrush, but you use whatever you feel comfortable using. So just tapping the top there, it's got a sort of dome-shaped lid, dome-topped lid to it. Now, look at that. Very similar to the previous powder we looked at, except for this gives a chrome effect. So like a mirrored chrome effect. Can you see? Look at the intensity of the colour on that. Now, going to try and show you what this colour looks like, probably very unsuccessfully. There we go. Can you see the way that it glistens just as the camera catches it in the light like that? It glistens. So there we go. Don't forget, put the lid back on very tightly. I'm just trying to tap in the side of the container there, just trying to encourage it away from the side. There we go. Try and also store these things the right way up and flat. And then when you open them, you're not going to have a nasty surprise where it all comes out the sides of the containers and so on. There we go, putting it back in its lovely little clear pouch there. So whenever we've ordered things in the past, they've always come very promptly, usually within a couple of days of ordering. Obviously, it depends where you are in the UK, or if you're international shipping. I believe they do also do international shipping. Don't know how much that costs. You'll need to contact Jules and Helena to get that information. But it all comes very well packaged and usually arrives very safely indeed, all in one piece. So this is a rather large, lovely tub. Full of black sparkly glitter, and as you see on the lid there, you've got two methods. If you don't want to unscrew the lid, take it off. You've got two methods of actually dispensing it. Look at that. That is the night sky. It doesn't look as intense on the back of the safety seal, but, and I thought I could get my lovely little spade in, but I couldn't, so we're going to use the stir stick. Look at that. Looks like lots of the beautiful little black sparkly beads. Do you remember sometimes on sort of evening bags and things, particularly back to the 1920s, where you used to have Art Deco themed, you know, that sort of style and era, women's dresses with all the lovely decoration on with those lovely beads and things. Anyway. Moving on, we've got another lovely little container full of what looks almost like an electric-y blue, pale electric blue colour powder. But let's open it up and have a little look. So carefully opening this one. Oh, good. Still got a safety seal. Thank goodness for that. Carefully opening that up. Again, now look at that. That almost looks like lots of little bits of mylar powder, but on looking more closely, I've got my little micro brush here. I think it's actually got in it, looking through this, through the camera at this, it looks like it's got a blue powder in as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes out. But again, I think you can, I would use that to brush onto moulds. But you could use it to add it to a little bit of resin and see how that works. Now look at the difference in size of containers. We've already got good size containers for powders and things. But look at this. This is like a mega-sized container full of beautiful glitter. Now, this is going to the other end of the spectrum colour-wise, and we've got all kinds of different sizes of glitters. And by that, I mean we've got shapes in here. We've got moons, we've got stars, we've got really fine powdered glitter, almost a powder glitter, and then more of what I would call confetti size glitter. So the kind of thing you might put on a table scatterings, you know, at weddings and parties and things like that. So let's just have a little bit more of a bigger dig down and delve into this lovely pot of lusciousness. Lusciousness, I haven't used that word before. Yeah, there's all sorts of lovely little shapes and things within there. Beautiful colours, pinks, golds, blues, silvers. And yet another pot. Wow. I do love these stickers as well. And look at that. Lots and lots and lots of holographic moods. Now, same size in diameter, but not in height. But look at the three. Look, even the containers are gorgeous. I mean, obviously, when you've finished using everything that's in the containers and you've cleaned them out, you can reuse them. You can recycle them to store, you know, bits of leftover glitter that you've got, or if you've made up your own glitter mixes, that sort of thing. You can store that in there, or if you've made any little things to go into your resin projects, then you could also store those. But look at this. I actually got to use my little mini spade. Lots of lovely little moons in this. Holographic, which is why you're getting the effect of the blues, the pinks, the golds, the yellows, the oranges, and of course the silvers. Absolutely jam-packed full this tub is. Absolutely stunning. Can't wait to use that in some clear resin. Why not use it for Christmas? It doesn't just have to be for moon things, you know, and stars and the night sky. Christmas, that would look lovely in snowflakes. Now, this is an air cushion magic powder pen. Now, with this, I remember Jules saying in her presentation of this kit, make sure you store it the right way, because the powder pigment for this pen is in the lid. It's not in the body of the pen, like if you were using, say, a chrome paint pen. It's in the lid. Now, I've got some eyeshadows that are like this. So here we go. Don't forget to store it the right way. So I'm just carefully unscrewing it currently. And there you go. So you've got the end there with some pigment on it, but look in the lid there. So the pigment itself is in the lid, and there's the top part of the pen with the little foam pad on it, already loaded up with some pigment. And I'm just going to show you now. This didn't come out very well on the back of this white card. It was the wrong place to have shown you. So I resort to the back of the glove again, and look at that. My goodness me. The intensity of the colour is really stunning. And then you almost like blend it in a little bit. But a little here goes a very, very long way. A very long way. Now, it's not a brilliant, bright, yellowy gold. It's more of an antique, paler gold, I would say. But really, really lovely. Don't forget, when you're storing it, store it upright like that, like I'm showing you, not the other way round, because all the pigment, when you open it, will fall out, possibly, or you'll lose some of it, and that would be an awful shame. So that's that one. We'll just pop it back in the box. If you joined us today, thank you for joining us today. Don't forget us to like, share and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up and make sure your notifications are on, because we upload 3 times a week, sometimes more, usually involved. We have a few collaborations we're involved in each year as well. And obviously, if you've hit the notification bell, you'll be aware of all of those when they're going to be going live. If you've joined us in the live chat, in the premiere for this, hi to everybody in the live chat. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. Their kits that they supply, that they sell, are really, really good value for money, and the products are always of excellent quality. So we've got a little container here with 6 individual little areas with little click. They sort of flip up lids, but they do click shut. So in the first one we had a design of stars. In this one we've got some moons, Now this is definitely an antique gold colour, but very holographic. So in certain lights, when they catch the light, they look orange or green or red or blues or pinks. Now that's another design, a different design of star to the first one. And then we've got exactly the same thing, but in silver on the other side. There you go. Beautiful. Stars, moons, and some more stars on the end. So you just click it shut, and then we'll open it again. And then there's other little stars. Now these would look lovely in anything that you create. There we go. So we'll just pop it back in the packaging and seal it back up. And then we'll move on to the next bit. Now this is a lovely piece of sticker paper. Can you see all of the lovely little stars just twinkling away there? So you see there, it's going to be sticky on that side, so you'd peel it apart and stick it down. Now you could cut out shapes and so on. You could add it into the surface of trinket trays, coasters, and then put a clear coat of resin over the top to seal it. Now at first look, this bag doesn't look like it's got anything in it, but it has. So here we go. So we've got one out. Then number 2. Is it coming out? Is it coming out to play? There's 2. And then there's 3. So there we go. So that's the first one. These are stickers. And I believe they're stickers. So you peel off the backing and it looks gorgeous, although they may actually be transfers. I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly what kind they are, but we'll fathom that out. I think they're actually like PET stickers or washi tape, if you've ever used those. Beautiful there, look at that. Silver with a gorgeous holographic. And then there we go, there's the third one with the diamond, with a half moon, stars, and what looks like a couple of olive branches. So there's not 1, there's 2, there's 3 of those in this lovely little package. And I love the packaging, this bag with stars, moons and stars all over it. Now, bonuses. My goodness me. This is already including the kit, but already we've seen so much that from now on it just felt like everything was a complete bonus. These are tiny little, now I want to call them they remind me of peacock coloured pearls. If you've ever seen peacock coloured pearls, they're a dyed pearl, and they're all different shades of greens, a little bit of gold there, blues, purples, absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to try and show you better on a piece of white card, and you're going to see that they all escaped from me. Which is not very clever. Look, see, running all over the tissue paper. They're alive. So yes, sorry, I didn't show this particularly well. As you can see, they're all escaping and moving. So there we are. I've put them on to the back of the spade there, or onto the spade, the little spade serve spoon there, just so you can see. Now, this is the same thing again, but with less of the blacks, all blues. Now look, they are in different side bags, but they're exactly the same amount. Look at this. Now this is the same thing as before. They're like little tiny seed pearls or rice pearls, beads. They're little beads, little tiny beads. And look at the blues. You've got your deep blue, aqua blue, bluey green, Mediterranean blues. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this, I was really surprised. This is a big bonus. These, if you don't already know your crystals, are amethyst chips. Look at them. So all shades of purples, lavenders, mauves, white. Absolutely beautiful. Amethyst is a semi-precious gemstone. It's a crystal formation. And it is said to have healing properties. But obviously that's up to you as to what you want to believe. Now, moving on. Look at this in this lovely little bag. We've got some moons. They were going to come out. And I've just noticed the bag, although it's clear, has got little stars on it too. So sorry about that. Just moving my hand around there violently in front of the camera. We've got beautiful silver coloured crescent moons with a little loop on the top, a cut out filigree pattern on them. So I mean, you wouldn't have to use these in resin. You could actually have them as pendants, use them as earrings. And there's 3 of each. So you've got the silver coloured, and then you've got some that almost look clear, but when you look at them under the light, when they catch the camera, they've got very pale shades of bluey colour or greeny colour. Can you see that? Or purpley colour. Now, I'm not sure, but they could be fluorite, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So please don't take my word for it. But those would look lovely as earrings. You just put a shepherd's hook on, or as pendants as well. Now, in this beautiful Georgette drawstring bag, which again, on theme again and on brand, it's got moons and stars all over. And in one of our brand colours, actually, being the purpley mauvey colours. Desperately trying to open those, failing. So Wayne very kindly opened them for me. So in the first bag, now Jules refers to these as dangles, dingle dangles, which is quite funny. It sounds a little bit rude maybe, but no. These are called, she calls them the dingle dangles. So we'll call that without me laughing. These are called dingle dangles. Right, and you can suspend them from the project that you make, or you could just hang them in your window and have those beautiful sun reflectors, light catchers. And they've got beautiful crystals on the end, heart shapes, teardrop shapes, different sizes of ones. And look at how that is just catching the light there. So I am going to lay this out flat so you can have a better idea of looking at it. And I believe we're going to go in for a bit of a close-up. Here we go. So there's the big teardrop shape at the bottom, lengths of chain, and then some more little tiny teardrop shaped ones, a round or hexagon shaped one, and then that big loop at the top, that big ring, gold ring at the top there, which is where you would attach it to a hook if you're going to hang it in your window, or to your project piece if you're going to add it to that. But it will, if you then hang it in a window, it will look beautiful because all the light will shine through it and catch and so on. So not one dingle dangle, but two. A double dingle dangle. Oh my God, try and say that. Double dingle dangle. And then there's this one. So it works on the same idea as the previous one, and it's just a different design. So just whilst I untangle it a bit there. Again, you've got the ring at the top there, and then you've got a crescent moon, and then you've got these beautiful beads and light reflecting crystals just hanging down from it, and the stars, the beautiful gold stars as well. Look at that. So again, as you can see, a different design to the first one, but equally as gorgeous. So it's a bit more of a close-up of that one. There we are. So you've got your gold coloured chain, you've got your beads, crystals, stars. There's a sun there as well. And obviously the loop or the jump ring at the top that you would attach it with. Now, this to me was another big bonus for buying this kit. We here at Lottie Jasmine Designs really love crystals. So everything crystal-like. We've got quite a large collection. But look at this. Now that's quite chunky. That there. Then you've got another one of what I'm going to call these filigree designed half or crescent moons. And then you've got a beautiful little collection of semi-precious gemstones. Now that looks to me like you've got carnelian, green aventurine, and it looks like some amethyst as well. The carnelian is the orangey coloured one. Beautiful. Again, this is what I think they are. Look at that. You could just put a piece of beautiful leather through that top part and have it as a pendant. You do not have to attach it to this moon. You could use it in any kind of jewellery. Look, here's another one exactly the same. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. They're silver coloured. They're not solid silver or silver plate. They are just silver coloured. So bear that in mind when you're wearing them. Now, yeah, I mean, I think I would probably keep these for jewellery pieces, or perhaps that extra special key ring. as a gift for somebody. Look at that. I probably wouldn't make this into a pair of earrings, because they might be a bit heavy. Now, the final bit, the mould. So it's a substantial piece, this mould, again. But look at that moon. This is the crescent moon. Now, look at the detail. We've got the cheek, the eye, the nose, the mouth, with the powders that were supplied and the glitters. Can you imagine rubbing those over those details? And as you can see, I've already got bits of the glitter in it. But this is the side where you would fill it up from. It's not a very deep mould at all, so it's not going to take massive amounts of resin. But my gosh, it's stunning. And there we are. I'm just showing you that beautiful chrome powder. You could highlight the cheeks with it, the eye. And I mean, who doesn't want to put a bit of eyeshadow on that eye now? Come on. So there we go. I mean, you can use glitters in it, just the glitters. You could use the mica powders, the pigments, totally up to you. But there's so much in this kit that you could use in it. And enough in the kit to make so many projects, not just a one-off. You could make so many things. So just giving you a bit of a close-up here of everything again that comes with the kit, and we can't wait to use it. So don't forget, everything is in the description box. Thank you for joining us today for this unboxing. Don't forget, give us a like, share and subscribe. Why not let us know in the comments what you would make from it? What would you use? Would you use glitter? Would you use mica powders? Let us know. Thanks again for joining us if you're in the live. If you're not in the live, then thanks for joining us again as well. Why not consider subscribing to our channel? Take care, everyone. See you again soon. Bye-bye.